Alrighty, we got another teaser for you all guys today over here about California over in here. All the stuff on okay. Also this thing over here. Smaller natural spears. I think for this dude over here. Galvin Arthur. Yeah, but we're gonna be ahead of that stuff. So yeah. California over here going on quite different stuff over here. We got all sorts of things over here in the state over here. Pacific communes, the enclave, the Bas Dijon, the dunes, Limousin and the course in Unité. Oh, so they're interesting stuff over here in California over here. Very, very neat over here. I wonder if I'm gonna see some of the older leaders over here. Like I remember Robert Heinlein being a potential candidate in California prior to the big old rework that happened within the Americas. So I'm very curious about that. Very curious about that as well. Need those systems. Okay, yeah. Everything be working. Yeah, I'll be working over here. Yeah, just make sure everything's all going over here. Because I'm a bit tired over here. Pretty tired. Yeah, so yeah, I got the song part over here. You know, it's huge California Dreaming, so I figured it makes sense over here. I just did a quick little search about that over there. I had another song here playing, but I think I'm gonna say that for later. It's sorry, something like that. So yeah, we got all sorts of interesting over here. Carl got a new portrait over here. A lot different than before over here. Like I only know the one portrait over here when I looked them up over here. That's the only portrait I could find over here. They got a new one over here, which is pretty neat. Put it over here. So yeah. So we're gonna go. How we're gonna read the top two first over here, being Carl and then Pan over here. Then we're gonna go below over there underneath Pan, and then say these two over here because they're the most interesting. I them over here with Pan as well over here because I'm interested in what he's all about. Carl Kia. Sometimes it takes an outsider to see what is truly wrong with the system. Sometimes the outsider will work their way into the system. Sometimes the system will come crashing down from within, and the outsider remains. The outsider, the one who will collapse the wretched house of cord that ties the workers down, is Carl Kia. He was born to a Japanese-American family in San Francisco in 1909, traveled to Japan early in his life, began education there at the age of 6. Became invested in the early rise of the communist movement in Japan, mainly in the opposition of the authoritarianism military in the Imperial Japanese state. When the government began cracking down on the movers, Akira fled to his early childhood home in the America in 1933, just in time to escape the onset of the new Sino-Japanese War. Returning to America, Akira continued his work as a leftist, becoming increasingly extreme in his belief that he observed the tragedy across the Pacific. The outbreak of another war in Europe and Imperialist power attacking the communist state only served to radicalize him further. Eventually, he joined the Communist Party of the USA. In 1940, he became a prominent member of the Bate, and he was drawing in more votes from the Asian American voter base. He also joined and evidently became the leader of the United Furniture Workers of America Labor Union after long. Not like I said, 1941. That's a unique title. I heard the United Furniture Workers. Interesting. His leadership was short-lived. His predecessor's drastic reforms caused massive dissent in the country, and the American Express ended in 1942. Kia's ethical efforts continued regardless, and although his movements were gaining traction, he wasn't getting anywhere quick enough. Eventually, he sent a discreet message to Kawashime, requesting aid in the former volunteer brigade to help siege uprising. Shime agreed thousands of Japanese volunteers docked on the shore of San Francisco. Thereby, they were efficient and brutal as law enforcement easily overpowered and local leaders were forced to stand down or be executed. Kia stood in front of the crowd of thousands as he said to the United Pacific Communes, a bastion of communism and workers' liberation. So as California fell into turmoil, the newly founded communists took the north, while a variety of deranged called rose from the south, which we'll see later here. Now Akira, then his childhood home in San Francisco. He was an Asian American that proletariat everywhere. Both sides of the Pacific were one brand, a reflection of people's banners, and the blood of bourgeoisie stood over them. Yeah, the national collectivist over here. So yeah, he's probably gonna be should he unify? He's probably gonna be going into like the lines with Shime over there because they're both like Japanese. So they're both communists, Japanese communists over here. So we got Japanese and we got communists over here. This time in America, communism in America. Yeah, that's interesting over here. It's very interesting to see the before proceeding any further, all of these states over here can unify America. All of them. Unify America. It's gonna be interesting to see over there. I wonder if there's gonna be like I wonder if there's gonna be any for the JJs are gonna like post like unification, like, America unification comp video. Because I've heard they might do something with super events and all that stuff. I don't know what it will be, but whenever seeing the American comp stuff over there, because I am really interested over here. Like, they were definitely gonna do some playthrough over here, especially when the demo comes out with the Silver Legion over here. There's like quite a bit of patch with the Silver Legion actually, from what I've heard. So I'm very sorry, I'm very into that. Jesus Christ, they came out of nowhere. Over here, the National Collective over here, so now we got the good old patent. The patent. Anyways, smoking doobie. I'm gonna take the tail ship over into there, of course. The revolution of California brought significant amounts of suffering to the already exhausted people, counteracted with displacements, murders, lootings, and other crimes not worth being mentioned. The exploits of the revolutionary must be swiftly and tactically ended to save America from socialism. Such are the beliefs of many who fled to Nevada with the revolution in their home side. Most importantly, they are the core principles of the leader. George Patton was born 1885 in a small town north of Los Angeles. As a young child, he had trouble reading, writing, but he would overcome this when he started reading about military history, particularly about great leaders such as Hannibal, Scipio Africanus, Julius Caesar, Joan of Arc, and Napoleon Bonaparte. He also loved horseback riding, which attributed to his joining the United States Cavalry. Patton never really considered a career other than the military one at the age of 17. Sought to enter the United States Military Academy. He evaluated several schools, the cadet program, but eventually settled on the Virginia Military Institute. He attended school for a short time before being nominated as a Senator Thomas Bar of West Point, which he graduated in 1909, received his first commission as second lieutenant. After graduating from West Point, Patton married Beatrice Banning Eyre, with whom he would have 3 children. He would compete in fencing in 1912 at Summer Olympics in Stockholm, and is in the model 1913 cavalry saber aboard commonly known as the Patton Saber. Patton would also take part in the Pancho Villa expedition, which, although an operational failure, would give some experience in true warfare. In 1995, he was commanded the National Guard California. By then, he didn't think much would happen with required military expertise, but he would prove wrong as very soon Homeland collapsed and the state he ordered to protect would be consumed by the fires of the revolution. He now needed to evacuate the citizens from it, the shrieking civil war house of flames. A task he would devote himself to, of course. As many crossed the border of California and Nevada under his watch, he wondered what would happen to them. In his eyes, they were a lost sheep in need of a shepherd, who he would become. And soon they found their new homes in Pans, Nevada, not forgetting their old home, which the general would promise to take it back as soon as he cracked and socialist government would show himself over here. So, they do a whole unification thing. The unification stuff over there with the boy Patton. And they're very interesting. Sorry about that. We'll get some more water over here, because I was getting some more water out of here all the time over there. Also flags over there. Call us see them. With the see them. Laxism. Oh yeah, but I thought it's going to the poll should be done about all the French stuff. Yeah, that's pretty fun to do. I was just thinking like little things for the scenarios and all that stuff. Not really much over here. It's just being a bit creative. Go for the pools and all that stuff. But it's pretty cool. So yeah, Patton saved America from socialism. Carl saved America from capitalism, I guess. And also, I guess racism over there. So yeah, because at least that's but that'd still be a thing over here. I don't think that would be, unless you get like some particularly gamers in power. Patton's a bit of a gamer, but not that much of a gamer. We'd be gaming, but not like that. Not like that. Not like that at all. Over here, like holy shit over there. Man, it's very interesting stuff I got going on here. Yeah, so yeah. Curious, like we got the left and the right over there. I wonder if that means that they're gonna go deal with these first or just fight each other first. I don't know what that's gonna be. Ow. What that's gonna be. It'll be pretty to see over there. Anyways, over here we got these two guys over here, the Christian Unity and the Bemazino here. Let's talk about Loy Babette. Yeah, they were constitutional dictators. But let's talk about Loy. When Ezekiel saw the rising of the new heavenly kingdom, a new promised land, he proclaimed a new Jerusalem would rise in the year 388 BC. Over 2 millennia, Lowy Bobit has found his new Jerusalem in Southern California in the form of the Goshen University. Yeah, 2 millennia late. I feel like we're a bit late on that. Anyways, Lowy Bobit was born in the year 1884, raised by a single mother in Florida, growing up fatherless in his traditional Christian views, brought scorn upon him with a household of existence. Literal fatherless behavior. That's actually funny. It was this scorn like a deep hatred of Christianity from his youth. As he grew up, he firmly believed that Christianity had been perverted from its origin. So in 1902, he left for sought out the origin of Christianity, traveling out to the Middle East and eventually settling down in Ottoman-occupied Palestine. Taking the various groups in the Holy Land, some Muslim, most Jewish, Rabbi came to the conclusion that the human spirit had been corrupted by the modern itineraries as iteration of Christianity on both sides of the political spectrum, twisting the message of Jesus to fit their own purpose. That is the thing. However, he didn't believe in the resurrection of Christianity. He fought for it. It's like Christianity, and for that matter, most modern religions have been twisted to fit the political agenda. So when I searched for a new religion, that passed in 1905. Turning to Florida. It wasn't long before Bobbitt found that he was looking for Christianity. The brainchild of Cyrus Teed caught Bobbitt's attention as soon as he heard of it. Christianity had the moral values of old Christianity as well as a new theory about the existence of the universe, not as a vast plane, but a sphere encompassing the sky, earth, and all of humanity. Bobbitt joined the movement in 1906, quickly ascending through the ranks of the new religion. 4 years Cyrus Teed passed away in 1908. The group drew attention from locals who shunned them as neo-pagans and Satanists. Bobbitt knew Christianity was something far more than mere devil worship. When the opening of the warfare once more, Christians approved the American government's decision to stay out of the war. However, peace would not last. America would collapse only a couple of months later in civil warfare. Christians were safe from danger as for those other states, and however, the League Solid invaded the east coast over there, via Louisiana, by the way. Because Louisiana has a pro-League Solid dude over here. The Christians fled far from the danger possible, picking up multiple followers along the way. While in Southern California in 1949, the Christians established a permanent settlement. The Christian unit there. Upon arrival, his bravery, leadership skills during the new exodus, Bobbitt had to put a new president of the Christian unity. Two people passed in the Christian following grew. California, the unity was able to declare independence and born with the new Messiah King. A little I can't read it because it's too cut over into there. But yeah. Basically, dude be like, Christianity sucks. All of it. We're gonna bring back an old Christianity that's not freaking stuff. So that's something came over here real quick. I do apologize for that over there. Look at that flag. Into over there. I like the flags over into here. It's looking pretty nice. Also, the portraits ain't looking too bad. Not too bad. Ugh. Christ, I'm tired. Anyways, yeah, I've been sleeping. Still kind of lately, so do put with that over here. But let's talk about L. Ron Hubbard over here, who is going to be also passing Bradford over here. But see how JD is first of all. Xeno's voice calls, echoing throughout the infinite depth out of space, longing for a worthy guy to rise up and unite the human race so that he may return to Earth and proclaim it. The TGX once. I fucking forget about Scientology. Jesus Christ, oh boy. I'm not gonna get into it over here because I have so much of shit I want to say about that, but I'm not going to because Jesus Christ, we'll spend like an hour on it. Anyways, L1 Hubbard, prophet of the galaxies, conductor of the space opera, will answer. Then no matter humanity, shepherd and guide them to prosperity and progressive future. At least that's what he touched the flock. Lafayette Ronald Hubbard was born in Nebraska but brought up in Montana. His father was seaman in the United States and it was a great inspiration to Hubbard. He eventually enlisted himself. He would eventually dishonorably discharged and complained about some rowdy behavior and only worsened his reputation after dropping out of George Washington University in 1962, studying there for only a year. When the Red Flood engulfed Europe in 1939, America once again chose to stay a fortress, isolate themselves from the conflict. Shortly after the war in Europe, America itself collapsed, and both Hubbard's parents were killed by partisans in Montana. That's definitely would be a life-changing event. Hubbard fled to California using a shady refugee network to make his way to the Golden Coast, emptying out his savings in the process. Hubbard needed to make a quick buck and fast, as he wanted to flee to California. people you talked to spoke of how they felt lost in this American nightmare. Insert Malcolm X over here. Anyways, so it is. If any JD devs are watching this over here, is Malcolm X going to be a thing still? I heard about him being a path over here, but I don't know if it's going to be a thing because of the massive change America got. Let me know over here because I have no idea. Herbert was a slacker, but he wasn't unimaginative. He began to develop a grand lore of the universe and gave hope to the people of California. He applied like any author that after stories reached the largest audience possible to make some money. However, his writing would be a far greater impact than he recently estimated. Eventually, his mystical stories of space attracted a large following. Herbert, ever the opportunist, capitalized on this. In 1944, the Church of Scientology was founded, requiring only a pledge of allegiance and a small donation to the church, of course. Many wandering souls flocked to the new religion, and Herbert accumulated a sensible amount of wealth in no time. When he eventually found an opportunity to gain more power in the Californian chaos, he used his money to hire small army security purposes, located in the realm of Xenu, in California, where he met some initial resistance after some problematic figures were removed. Logan eventually settled down, now with his several armed states secured. He took control of his land as new incident and guided his flock to the dark days of the light. He lured civilization lit by starlight. Fortune favors the bold, and Hubbard certainly has a fortune. Yeah, Fortuna. All that Fortuna stuff. I wonder if that means that they will go, because they're both sorts of convicts, the convicts, and they both sort of constitutional dictators. So I wonder if that means that they'll, one will stay or one will change, or both will change over to different ideologies. That would be interesting to see how that would change over to there. We're gonna flag over there. That is a flag over here. I don't really like this though. I much prefer this dude's flag over here. I like the stars, the sun shaped planet shapes over here. Could be a sun, I don't know. But yeah, that's from Xeno over here. But now we got two more over here, both of which are interesting over here. Your boy Manson over here, and Gavin Arthur over here, the bodily horn in the dunes. Yeah, so he's not an impediment anymore. Manson has gone through so many fucking changes from what I've seen. Oh yeah, before that he was in Pentimus, where he was just like kill peopleist. He was basically just a kill peopleist, and then he was like a fucking he was still in Pentimus, but then he became became like a lot more close to his earlier beliefs over here. And now he's National Vitalist over here. He's completely different over here, and he got about Legion over here. And I heard he's gonna get like they're doing some ideology tweaking stuff over here, so he might change ideology either before the update or after. You'll see over here, but yeah, Manta's gone through a lot of changes over here, so definitely is something over here. Oh, there's a neat flag over there. I was very curious to see how this Mansion's gonna play out over here because he's gone through so much over here. Anyways, in a world of madness, does insanity make sense? The world upside down. Is that really down, or is it just the way we look at it? Does sense itself make any sense? What is sense? Does it mean something to be crazy and not make any sense at all? What if it does? But there was a man to whom craziness is the answer, who wants everybody to see him as crazy. Only to smirk the second it turned out that he was the only sane one. His name is Charles Mills Nansen, an anarchist, a cultist, a brute, a visionary, and so much more terms, which tried him from all sides to the point that he embraced them all with both pride and disdain. Oh, damn. Really take a punch, really. Born in the state of Ohio in 1934 in a family of colonial and Draxian laborers, the president of his family was nominal. After their arrest for neglect, he was left alone in his uncle's house. For some time, it seemed that the young boy was to receive care and love he deserved. But a machine of politics, otherwise that his country was torn apart. If you need to change hands between the communards and independence and southerners many times until it was conscripted to the Muslims, American pioneers, enduring everyday drills, interrogations, beatings, much more before making his first cut to age at 13. Jesus Christ, oh yeah, I forgot I mentioned pretty crappy childhood. And I have no excuse over there for what he did there, but it definitely is quite bad. That was the point no return, for the man died before him. He found himself smiling. It wasn't long before his scheme started a long line of crimes. Several small robberies and ending with arson, eventually feeding west into the warland wasteland, discovering his true self, discovering the true side of man. Only God knows what happened between the years of 1940 and 1952, between when League Solaire invaded and when it ended, if I remember quickly. But though every town that mentioned what he got 100 more stages of heat, that's at least one passion and admiration. Yeah, because there's always going to be that one dude You're gonna be like, pretty cool. Damn, you stick his hand on the pike? It's pretty hardcore and we love it. If you know what I'm talking, you know that's referencing. Congratulations. You are also a history nerd. He said that those that came with him, not friends or cons but as a family, fully united by one thing: disdain for rigid order and rule all parts of this world. And he said that more and more members, his beliefs started to shift. Who had once a messy pile of flesh and bones when infused with beliefs that most would consider absurd. Diving to Scientology for the purpose of opening the eyes, Christianity was opening the heart, Charles Darwin opening the mind over here. That's quite the electric mixture. Good dog to open the mouth and stranger in the strange land to unchain the hands. What the fuck? What appeared into this world was no man, but something beyond. A man who rejects order, a man who knows the purpose of his vest, a man who wants not to see the world but feel and swim through a raging storm, only the conquerors who do it and all eyes on this blind water himself for everyone to see and share the tears of rage, grief, and pure joy. As he's on top of the burning California conquerors, he looks around. He sees the chimney smoke stacks, he sees the elderly lines of grey masters, he's ready to smash them. For the sake of human spirit, for the sake of the oncoming rapture that will purge humanity, create Eden for those that dare, for those that fight. Over there. So we're basically gonna. Well, that means he's still gonna go for the whole Helter Skelter thing. I wouldn't even put past him over there for the whole Helter Skelter. Definitely would be something. Definitely would be interesting over here. He's part of the Bar Legion, by the way. Also, I do like this flag over there. I wonder if we're gonna get like the flag. If there is, though, I'll post in the community tabs. We definitely now we got over here. Gavin Arthur. Surrealism. I think he isn't. I think that they're saying that he's more aligned with Battali than Breton in terms of surrealism. Creativity unbound over here. This is one of his natural spirits over there. The Vitruvian Man, if I remember my name, Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. If I remember the name correctly, if I'm not, correct me. But yeah, he's much. If I'm not, he's much more about Battali than Breton over here. So he definitely is going to be like, just stuff like. They're all pretty interesting in their own ways over here, but I'm more so leaning into, like, you know, the sales over here, Laurie, and these two over here. Like, Hubbard doesn't really interest me too much over here, but the rest of them are interesting to me in their own ways over here. Like, you got, like, the big old leftists, but like over here, Patton, doing Patton things over here. Manson, for obvious reasons. You for weird bullshit over here. Now, Arthur. We money Arthur. We need a sex call Arthur. I'm sorry. That's just fun. Gavin Arthur, Psychalism. Also doing stuff over that flag. The wise man builds his house upon a rock. The foolish man builds his house upon the sand. Gavin Arthur, the cries are fueled by those who sat there uphold the old order to defend peerless stagnation. Now he rises up beneath the dry plains of Southern California, lords of the dunes. Born eyes don't want to have the blood of a natural born leader in his veins. Being the grandson Chester A. Arthur, the 21st president of the former United States. However, he did not inherit his grandmother's Republican views, instead finding interest in more revolutionary ideologies. He went all over Europe to find a movement that would carry to distinct horses calling the vision of a utopia so far for them all. He visited an island, becoming involved in the Irish Republican uprising there, but realized that the option he desired was more complex than one of nationalism. Revolution not just of a nation, but a culture in the minds of the people. Eventually, Arthur left Ireland and traveled to France, where he would discover his perfect movement. When the president Arthur was seen in the cafe when he saw a propaganda poster for he did not heard of Front National avant-garde over here, because they couped the government 34 here, so at 28 over here, they're still relatively unknown. A small group of spoke ideas of few endeavor. He took particular interest in the SFL, George Bataille, I was correct. Sharing the common interest in sexuality and the powerful desire of man. When the actual French regime took over and we get pretty distant, the fanatical force on the ground, Arthur turned his back on Europe to America. Moving to the United States before Arthur quickly grew bored of banality urban life, considering went to Colorado, but decided to make his way to the Atlantic, Southern California, traveling to Seasonal Beach. He found the artistic commune and began publishing Dune form. Magazine promoting extremist ideology across the political spectrum, which is quite the thing. In the 1890s, ideologies set aside compared into the ideology of pure evolution, both national and spiritual. His following grew quickly and many flocked to his commune. When the United States collapsed after his bludgeoning commune became full independence, the society of revolution in the barrens and the dunes. he doesn't, of course, cause the minds of people to combust, and the purest, most carnal rage against modernity of the modern world, and drive forward into the post-modern utopia. Let the dunes bury the city, and the new civilization we built upon the sands over here. So basically, just fuck the status quo. So about to hit the pause one by accident. But yeah, we got also interesting stuff we got going on here with them. Interested people in the California state over here, and also those the people. So it's gonna be very interesting to see this over here. It's gonna take a bit over here because first we got the demo over here, then we got from the kid with the French stuff. I'm excited for the French stuff mainly. To try with chaos with this France, Scythia, and if I remember quickly, Japan. Yes, but then after that, we got a big old America's focused stuff over there, which is something I'm very interested over into here. So it's gonna take a while first you get to experience any of this shit. I don't know. I hope it's not too long over into there. And to say that I'm not excited for what we're gonna get over here in the demo, though. I'm just really interested in doing playthroughs and all of these at some point over here, though. But maybe not all of them over here, but quite a bit of the stuff over here, especially the Americas. Very intrigued by what they got going on over here into here. But yeah, definitely it's gonna be quite a while over here because the demo stuff over here coming out on the 16th of September. So still a bit of a month away. And then we got trying with the chaos, so definitely it's gonna be something. A bit of something. Also, very excited. Very excited about that demo stuff because you can have. Because, you know, like 10 pass in total over here. Definitely I'm going to do some off-screen playing whenever that comes out over here. Just stuff familiar with myself with some stuff. Figure out pass and all that. Which one I want to do first and all that stuff. I think I have an idea on what I want to do first over here. But over here, quick update over here. Before I end this video, a quick little update over here. We got about 2 more teasers from us, the diff said. 2 more, like, big old teasers, I think. If I correctly. Yeah, from over here. Yeah, 2 more teasers until the demo comes out. So, any sort of teaser traffic going to be quite a way over here. So, we're going to experience quite a drought between the now and the demo over here. So, definitely we'll be experiencing any of this to be shown over here. Like anything big over there. We're probably going to get plenty of small teasers over here, but nothing like, you know, big substantial stuff over here like this shit over there. Probably an ideology and maybe a world map one. Those are like the 2 that I know of. Now, at the very least, though, I expect a world map teaser over here before the demo comes out over here, because we're done over here, and that just means you just have to fucking see the play through the GD demo. You know what the world map is over here, but that over here, very much like what I see over here for California. A lot of stuff with the interesting little bits and bobs and the people that we got going on over here. Very curious about how it's all gonna play, where the content comes. So yeah, to repeat again over here, it's gonna be a drought of like big teasers for JT between now and when the demo comes out over here. About 2 teasers. So I'm not gonna really expect anything from a while over here. Probably small teasers over here. But until then, I shall see you guys in whatever I do next over into here. And I very much am looking forward to what we got going on here, and I'm putting my hopes that one of the 2 teasers is a world map teaser, because they said something about that happening soon over into here, and also like an ideology teaser. But there's also some talk about like more like the vast teaser or something. But it is what it is. There is at least hope for a world map over there, because I want to see like the new one. I've still got the image of the old one over here that I had like a long while ago. So I very much looking forward to see what's really changed over here compared to before. So yeah, I'll see you guys, and whenever I do next. And I'm very much looking forward to that demo. I keep saying that, but like I'm very interested in what's coming over into here. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.